What is going on, you guys? A little bit rainy right now, but that's okay because we're going riding tomorrow. The skies are supposed to clear and the sun is supposed to come out. It's still gonna be pretty cold. It's supposed to be like 40 degrees at 9 a.m. tomorrow, but we can deal with that. So this is gonna be my 5th long distance trip in the Prius with the towing setup. And as you guys know, I've been really happy with it. It tows just fine, gets great fuel economy, and is one hell of a conversation piece. I definitely haven't been easy on it by any means. I had this thing up in the hills doing 70, and it really doesn't struggle that bad. A lot of people are telling me to worry about the transmission, this, that, the other. This thing has going on 200,000 miles on it, and it still drives like new. But here's what you gotta keep in mind. This trailer only weighs around 300 pounds. And then when you add a bike on top of that, on the high end, you're looking at another 300 pounds. So that's only 600 pounds. If you have 3 passengers in this thing, that could be close to 600 pounds. Still need to get that wiring harness set up. And we've only put about 2,000 miles on this thing, and it had a fresh oil change when I bought it, but we probably should check it just to be safe. And that is a beautiful golden brown color and right where it needs to be. Got quite the lineup in the garage right now. This is actually Gromatron CRF 150RB. He brought it over so we can do a comparison to the regular engine versus the 150RB that Alexis has with the flywheel weight. So stay tuned for that video. And the KX100 is running great. I have an hour meter coming in the mail. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer to ship because of everything going on right now, but I've probably put an hour and a half on this thing and it's been doing great. It does load up now and then, so I'm gonna try to run a hotter plug like the BR8ES and see if that helps. But I know some of you are probably wondering, what am I gonna ride tomorrow? I wasn't kidding when I said that was the last trail ride on the 250L, so that's out of the question. I could ride this, but it needs a front and rear tire. It's super muddy right now. Still needs the air filter and a few other odds and ends. Alexis offered me her 150RB, but I gotta stop riding this thing. I've been riding it way too much. Gromatron probably wouldn't care if I took his, but I don't want to do that. This is actually the cleanest I've ever seen any one of his motorcycles. The KX250 still hasn't got any love. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna end up parting this thing out. The bras we need to resurrect, and I do not want to destroy that tomorrow. And the Grom, well, mine's back to the street setup, so that's not happening. But you know, we could go out and buy tires for the KX100 and send that, but why don't we just buy a new bike? Yes, you guys, we're getting a new bike. I'm waiting on a phone call to come in around 4 p.m. It's like 2 o'clock right now, and I'm trying to get him down on price just a little bit to make the deal happen. Jason, Jeff, and I of the Brokeback Dual Sport Adventures have a pretty crazy and fun idea. If you're subscribed to Tilly, you already would have figured out what's going on, so the boys will be linked down in the description below. Go check out their channels. But I don't want to give too much away, so I'll check back in with you guys once I hear from the dude. Well, you guys, I've got good news. The guy got back with me, and I'm headed to his house right now to pick up the new toy. So I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Why am I getting another bike? You guys know we haven't got to do a lot of riding yet this season, thankfully some. The Brokeback boys and I, Tilly, Jeff, we decided that we wanted to make some mini dual sports, and Tilly was all over this. He sold a Z125 and he picked himself up a KLX 140. He's already got the full kit ready. I don't know how much he's installed yet, but I know he's got the headlight, he's got bark busters, he's got a horn. Quickly after Tilly got his 140, Jeff went out and got him a TTR 125. The boys were not playing around. They were serious about this one. Man, we are out here in legit Amish country. I kind of fit right in. I'm feeling pretty good. But the boys found their bikes ASAP right after we talked about it, and I was left with a few options. I had just built the KX100. Alexis lets me ride her 150RB, but the thing about both of those bikes is they're high performance race bikes. Yes, Alexis's bike would be fine, but it does not have a battery, so I wouldn't be able to run a headlight or anything. Yeah, I could wire something up to the stator, but it's just not ideal. But also, I just wanted to all have similar bikes in the same category. Man, we're on Possum Run, dude. We are out here. Wow, it's got some serious hills. This is pretty sweet. So we're literally gonna have a similar CC trail bike from almost all of the Japanese manufacturers, which will be pretty cool to compare and see which ones everybody likes the most. So right now we are on our way to pick up a CRF 125FB. The B on the end stands for big wheel. So it's got a 19-inch front wheel and a 17 rear, which will be nice because I'm a taller guy coming in at 6'4". So I'm hoping this is gonna be the ultimate pit bike. I really wanted the new fuel-injected 125F, but I just wasn't willing to make the drive for the one that I found and spend the extra money. So hopefully this does the trick. Man, I wouldn't mind living out here. This is absolutely beautiful. 19 minutes away from the destination, out here in the middle of nowhere by myself. My favorite kind of deals. I don't really have a whole lot of PDP. I had to stop and take a leak, you know, AD style, but we got it done and we are headed out into the country to find us a new steed. And this is actually the night before we're going riding. Like in less than 14 hours, we're gonna be out on the trails. So let's hope everything is good with this bike and is ready to go, or else this is gonna be a huge waste of time. But I am excited for this one. It has some trail-friendly mods done to it. He says it has a title, so that's really all I'm concerned with because it's a good price. And DJ and Laura, if you're watching this, Laura, this might be a good one for you. So I really don't know if I plan on keeping this, especially just having the 150 RB and the KX100. Like, those are my minis, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if I enjoy it. I probably won't be able to film much, so I will see you guys when we're pulling up. Well, we are pulling up right now, 2 minutes away in the middle of nowhere. Pretty awesome around here. I would like to live out here. He told me to pull up to the left to his barn and to be careful. So I hope he just meant be careful on the drive, but I don't really have good signal out here and the GPS isn't working that great, but we'll get it done. Oh, some trails right there. Woo. Man, some beautiful places. I love hills, like anywhere, like people living up in the hills, I love that. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about, shipping container in the front lawn. Well, this may be my last time talking to you guys, so friends, family, everybody out there, I love you, and we will see what happens. Oh, this is it right here. Oh man, he told me to be careful. That's because this driveway is jacked, dude. I have to put the Prius in 4-wheel drive. Oh man. Come on, baby. Oh, dude, he's got a bunch of trails over here. All right, we're gonna have to make it up this hill. We're gonna have to put her in high gear. He's got an A-frame house up here. This is legit. Well, you guys, we actually have the bike here on the trailer, believe it or not. Give you a few shots of this before I get shot by somebody because I'm on their property. Looks pretty clean. You know, battery's dead, the fender's broken. I mean, it's definitely been ridden. All right, guys, so I turned around, I'm headed back to his house, and we aren't gonna buy this bike. He was nice enough to accept the return, and he's gonna give me my money back, hopefully the full amount. The title isn't in his name yet. It's still in the previous owner, and that's fine, but he filled out all the information. So I can't take it to the BMV and get it put in my name. He has to get it in his name first, and the purchase price on there was only $100, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind doing that, but it's just the fact that I don't want to have to deal with that, and the bike isn't as clean as I thought it would be. So we have another one that we're gonna pick up tomorrow morning. I might just go tonight, I'm not sure yet. Drove all the way out here for nothing, but it's a nice drive. I'm not mad about it. It's just part of the game. And you know what? I made the poor decision of even putting it on the trailer. Like, I knew better, but it was kind of like, man, I drove all the way out here. I wanted to come back with something. I just hope everything goes well with the exchange here. Live and learn, guys. I do these videos for educational purposes sometimes, so learn from me.
The next day.
What is up, you guys? It is the next morning. As you know, the other bike did not work out. There was an issue with the title, and it was not as clean as I was hoping it was. So after I got home, I hopped on Facebook Marketplace, and I found the one. I've been wanting one of these things forever. I wasn't super excited for the dirt bike. Like, it was last second. I wasn't really gonna get what I wanted, and I was just finding something to ride with the boys. But that's gonna wait. We're still gonna get something like that. But after I got back, I headed to this deal. That was 2 hours in the same direction, so a total of like 8 hours yesterday of driving. But guys, check it out. This is my 1984 Big Red 200 ES. This thing is a monster. I had no idea how big they were. Look at that front tire. This thing is in super good condition. All the plastics are in good shape. They still have their color to them. The tank is aftermarket. It's plastic, which I actually like better. Got the rack, Big Red stickers still there, the trunk. I'll do a full walk around later. But the tires hold air, they're in good tread. But guys, this is the one that has reverse. It's shaft driven. You got the high, low, reverse. It's got a pull start, electric start works. It's kind of rigged, so maybe we can fix that. Looks like the original levers. The headlight wasn't working either. The front rack is good. The front fender's in decent shape. Man, I'm super excited about this thing. Got home around 3 a.m. last night, so I'm running a little bit late this morning, so I gotta go. I'm super excited for today. I'm super excited to show the boys what I got. They have no idea. Would you just look at that thing? That is a beautiful sight to see behind the Prius. But we are locked and loaded, headed to meet up with the Brokeback boys right now. It's supposed to be a high of 54 degrees today, but the sun's gonna be out, so that'll be nice. I have never owned anything with more than 2 wheels before, so this is gonna be interesting. I've ridden a few 4-wheelers and 1 3-wheeler, but it wasn't for that long, so I have pretty much 0 experience with these things. Very interested to see what happens, how this thing performs, and if I even make it through the day. Oh man. Hey, but you know what? I'll take you guys along with me and we will see what happens. Also, I brought a few goodies with me, so we're gonna do a little unboxing here in the Prius. But I wanna give a special shout out to Sung Life. They sent out some equipment for me to enjoy, test out, review, and I have been needing one of these things, so that was nice. But yes guys, this is a 12-volt power inverter, so I'm gonna be able to charge all of my camera equipment. It's got 3 USB ports, 2 3-prong outlets, and another 12-volt on the side, I believe. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Man, I love the design of this thing. Super compact. As you can see, we've got a quick charge 3.0 USB port. That'll be nice. We've got a power button as well, so you can actually turn on and off this thing. And right underneath here is another 12-volt port. This is awesome. So we're definitely gonna try this thing out today. I've got a lot of camera equipment that we need to keep charged up. So thank you, Sung Life. They also sent out something else that I'm pretty excited about. We've got the emergency solar radio. This thing has a crank on it as well. Yep, hand crank survival radio. I went with the yellow color. I kind of regret it. I should have went with the red, but for some reason I just liked the way that this yellow looked. But this thing is gonna be fun to test out on the trails. It also has a built-in light, I believe. Oh, here are the details on the side. So we got a flashlight, it's USB powered as well, FM radio. You can also use AAA batteries. It's a 2000 milliamp charger built into it. SOS alarm, crank powered, and solar powered. So I'm definitely gonna throw this in the trunk of the 3-wheeler and we'll open it up out on the trails and see what it does. But I get asked to do a lot of little product reviews like that, but this is something relevant that I'll actually use, so I'm pretty excited about it. But of course, they will be linked down in the description below, but I think the boys will get a kick out of that radio. We are 45 minutes out, so the excitement is real. Looking forward to an awesome day with the boys. I will see you guys when we get there. What's up?